Welcome back, episode 16 of Revisited. Don't shake your head.
I honestly just don't see the point of you just constantly giving an episode number but never researching it. That pause in the beginning was just like, what is that? Welcome back, episode.
The reason I did that is because the last episode was 14, but I haven't uploaded 15 yet. So it was like, hold on, it's not 15 because I still have a 15 in the can. But it was a slight pause. If you didn't call it out, no, you know what? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. So back to Nux Taku. Our first Naruto video.
Yeah, oddly enough, because I was very pensive about it because you haven't seen all of it. You didn't get to the worst parts.
I don't care.
But you don't. You just like, okay, Naruto's bad, but you don't know how bad it gets. It could get worse. It's like going from, it's like our original. It was like a 0, and then it went, now -10 is the
the standard.
Yeah, you're like, Naruto is 0. Like, no, it's actually like a -8.
Understandable. So this one is called Naruto Nails Everything. Naruto Nails Where Everything Fails. What is everything? What's the success and the failure?
We'll get the explanation.
Well, let's just start it then.
Alright fam, warning you in advance, this video has something—
I forgot how much I dislike his cadence.
Yeah.
I really did.
Yeah, I went downstairs and the kids were watching a Nux video. I'm like, oh, why?
Okay, we're gonna have the super serious analysis aspect to Naruto, of course, pointing out some things that I believe almost no one realized. I've kind of been getting re-excited about the series.
I'm so tired of this. This is what no one else in the entire billions of people world has ever noticed this.
Are fans of Naruto, but then again, he did hit us with the fate whatever sort of thing.
Dude, literally whatever.
And who would come up with something like that?
You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people that go, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but who would come up with somebody going, nobody understands it, and go, all of this is important, but actually, no, it's not.
It's only as important as you say it is. Like, what were you doing? That video was terrible.
Because my brother watched one Naruto fight, and then his recommended on YouTube got flooded with Naruto fights, and every time I talk to him, he's like, dude, Naruto's actually dope. So, yeah, I've been thinking about Naruto.
Did he change his microphone? Because he sounds very tinny. Like hollow, like he's a little ways away. Maybe he changed his setup. It sounds a little weird.
I don't know. I've got no opinion on that either way.
Was actually dope. So yeah, I've been thinking about Naruto a lot, and I came up with something amazing to say. So if you're here for that, that's amazing. If you're here because you love when I take pot shots at people that say, oh, My Hero Academia is actually the greatest anime of all time, well, that's perfect for you. And this isn't necessarily just taking pot shots against My Hero Academia. No. I'm gonna be talking about what Naruto does so well that—
I hate the way he says Naruto.
Have you heard how Phil says it?
No.
He when he was playing Naruto Shippuden, he goes, Naruto Shippuden manga. Just rapid fire. I was like, okay, none of that.
no other—
He says it like how the dub does Nux Taku. He's Naru, like Sasuke used to say it.
I'm gonna be talking about what Naruto does so well that no other shonen comes close in this certain aspect. So, I've been hearing Naruto getting a lot of slack lately, and I don't like it. Sorry, fam, don't like it.
Has it been getting a lot of slack lately? I feel like it's died down, if anything. If anything, it's Boruto that's getting the...
Oh, yeah. I think Boruto might retroactively be making people go, Naruto was trash, too.
But then it also might be people who are going, oh, it was actually better than this, so it was good.
Yeah. Like, it's not as bad as this, and so many people do that. It's
I haven't
not
heard
as bad.
any...
Yeah, people degrading Naruto like this is trash.
I mean, I don't personally have my ear to the ground of the anime community, but I like to think I'm at least I like looking up videos where people trash things, and I haven't seen any of that since really Plague.
It's not Naruto's fault that the apocalypse is going on right now. No, I'm not talking about the Heineken.
That game is so fun. It's called Plague Inc. Go play it. It's so much fun.
I'm talking about Boruto, damn it. The third group of people that this video caters to is people that, well, want more ammunition to destroy Sakura. Because, fam, I've been memeing about Sakura for a while. I've been saying she's not a terrible character, it's just, you know, she sucks. Then I've been apologizing to Sakura fans, and then I've been...
What's the difference?
I guess you can suck and not be a terrible character.
Maybe I need to watch that video to get the full context for that.
I think Cloud sucks, but I don't think he's a terrible character.
Explain.
Cloud has this whole like chosen one bullshit, and it's just like the plot around him, what he needs to be, sucks. But as a character, he doesn't.
Okay.
Well, that apology was really to no one because there are no Sakura fans. And somehow, my memeing about a month ago reinvigorated this massive war on Twitter. How Sakura's actually pretty awesome and stuff. Well, you're gonna hear arguments against Sakura.
I think you're giving yourself a little too much credit there, Nux. As far as fandom, fans are always gonna argue.
Absolutely.
Like, it doesn't matter if it's 30 years in the future. People will argue about... There are no Star Wars movies coming out anytime soon. And there are people that will argue if Han's shot first to this day. It's not like a new cut came out. It's just people argue about things they're fan of. Breaking Bad fans will still argue about stuff. Like...
But it's all about... I think he's talking about it's all about giving people the outlet to argue. Because if nobody's arguing against Sakura, there's nobody arguing for Sakura. So he's just going, Sakura sucks. And then somebody in the comments just goes, actually, Sakura's really good. And then that starts the discussion again.
He allows a central location for argument as opposed to just like weird, Reddit anime and then Reddit Naruto and then
or
Reddit
somebody just
Shippuden.
on their Twitter just going, actually, I like Sakura. And getting like 2 favorites or something.
Just say no one's ever spoken about before. Sakura said at the end of the series she can finally fight alongside Naruto and Sasuke. No. You all heard that stuff already. You're gonna hear never before seen Sakura slander going on, and it's gonna be amazing. And the fourth group of people that this video is gonna be for is, well, yours truly, because my last bunch of videos weren't monetized, so hell yeah! This video is sponsored by Naruto Slugfest.
Oh, Jesus.
Is this a real thing?
Yeah, you saw me on the site.
No, I just saw you on a Naruto thing, and I just went, "Oh, it's a Naruto thing." It might have even been one of the Ultimate Storm games. Those are fun. Yeah, this looks fake.
I really don't care. Get your money, but
yeah, no, I got no problem with people getting sponsorships and stuff. I'm just saying this looks very low effort.
Officially licensed Naruto MMORPG, and damn, it had that one thing that every Naruto RPG needed. It has that open world vibe. You can...
Naruto Broken Bond had that first game for the 360. I don't...
There's also a bunch of other ones. 2 Best Friends played one of them. Let me look that up. You can press play. It's fine.
Around Konoha and the other villages. This is what I want
and all those other places.
And the rest. No, it was Broken Bond.
Yeah.
There's a really good playthrough.
There is nothing different about the Sound Village and the...
It's ridiculous.
Bruh.
Who cares?
Who really cares? Why would I give a shit about these locations?
We've been there, what, twice? So I can just go, oh, that's where Datara fought Gaara. And then what?
And bruh, it also has the OG voice actor, so you really feel like you're part of the story. Aside from collecting the characters you know and love, you also have options of 4 new characters, and there are different ninja classes, and you can evolve your ninjas, learn new jutsus in amazing PvP and PvE battles. It becomes the ultimate tale of butt kickery surrounding the legend of you. If you like Naruto or MMORPGs, but preferably both, this is the game for you, damn it! Link in the descriptions to Naruto Naruto Slugfest. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. You are a light in the darkness. But
Okay. He played that up a little too much.
Yeah, but I think that's his character.
No, because then when he was talking about Faye, he never got like that. Then again, we have literally one video to go off of. That's not fair. It's not a fair sample size. I think he had like 500 something videos.
now, back to the video. Which random thought you should totally leave a like on, and
You've done nothing to warrant me giving you a like. You said, here's what's coming up in the video, and here's a plug. So give the video a like. Why?
It's so grating.
It's really just for fans. And if you're a fan, there's sometimes I'm like, I'm a fan of this dude, so I know that giving a like will support this person. So I will. Regardless if I like the video or not. It's just one of those things. Like, this might just be one of those for kids who are just like clicking on, or
Corey
somebody
himself
maybe
has said
watching
it.
Dishes or something.
No, Corey himself has said it. He's watched the video, and then people at the end of going, go leave a like, and he goes, oh yeah, and he likes it. It's for people that they see video, they don't recognize what they should be doing, and then video in, oh, next video on side. Like, y'all, it's basically, yeah.
subscribe. No shonen anime does character development like good old OG Naruto.
Oh boy.
Well, there's some contention there. No, absolutely not.
What are you talking about?
OG Naruto. What was Sasuke's development? What was Sakura's? There really wasn't, other than I want to get strong. Most of the Konoha 12, what are we doing here? We got Rock Lee. Don't count Rock Lee. Rock Lee's amazing.
Neji got a lot of development. No,
Okay. He got development, but it wasn't done quite well.
Yeah, Hinata too. She got some development. Shikem,
Nope. It wasn't like he went, okay, now I gotta stop being lazy. He went, nope. I'm just gonna be lazy, and I'm gonna try when I want to. But there wasn't anything that forced him out of his be lazy zone.
# where was Shino?
He was broken. That's all that I will say this to my death. They had to turn the camera and go, Shino ain't here. Because it was like, oh, they're right over there. I'm tracking them right now.
I've eaten all their chakra, and we got Sasuke.
Yep, there he is. and he's back.
Just telling you in advance, if I get any comments saying, Nux, it's actually not pronounced Naruto, it's Naruto. Then go shove a kunai up your ass, boy. I'm not at a point in my career where I give a flying rat's buttock about mispronouncing names, okay? It's beneath you. Anywho, to lose it, Naruto has a style of character development that you pretty much don't see anywhere else. I will give.
It's funny that we made fun of him for the.
I didn't make fun of you did.
I did.
I've got no problem with people mispronounce this stuff because, you know,
I'm not Japanese.
I'm not Japanese, and you know, when I say Naruto, it's just like Naruto. It's sort of like a slurring, just like I'm putting as little effort as possible. Like Naruto. It's just like one breath coming out. So yeah, I got no problem with people pronouncing stuff like that, unless it's like journal, where you're just like, well, that's not even.
If it sounds weird on the ears to me, like at the end of the Danganronpa V3 where everybody is saying Danganronpa and then some people are like Danganronpa, I'm like, no, you're not, that's not, it doesn't sound right to me.
Right in Persona 5, somebody was like Takamaki-san, and then somebody in the very next line said Takamaki. I went, what is
about mispronouncing names, okay? It's beneath you. Anywho, to lose it, Naruto has a style of character development that—
But he's also saying Naruto differently than how he was saying it earlier.
It's fine.
has a style of character development that you pretty much don't see anywhere else. I will give many examples of this, and it's some of the best character development of all time. Naruto has a style that you pretty...
This is very WWE logic, in that everything something does is the best ever. Every time something big happens in the WWE, they go historic, best ever, the greatest, blah blah blah. And when everything is the greatest, nothing is the greatest.
And you keep hyping something up as the best or the greatest. It's just, well, what if something actually comes around that is the best or greatest? A 30-minute classic where they're just going off and they're like, this is the greatest ever. Well, you said Braun Strowman versus Sami Zayn was the greatest ever in historic. So save it for when it's worth it.
And I don't think Naruto's worth it as far as character development, because there is a running joke that 8 of the Konoha 12 didn't get any type of screen time or development.
much don't see in any other shonen. And even though many of the tropes within Naruto are reused by more modern shonen, I mean, Naruto was that poor sad kid. Wait, no, I was doing this wrong. Editor, cue the very sad Naruto sitting on his swing music. Thank you. Naruto was a poor sad kid. His parents were dead and the village ostracized him. Damn it.
Harry Potter. It's not, you're not, don't go like Naruto started this or Naruto influenced something like that. No, it's a character trope. It's something that instantly gives you a either relatability or like sympathy towards the character.
Mm-hmm. It's just like in movies where the old 80s, 90s action movies where it's a husband and a wife and the wife is kidnapped or dies. Yeah. And then it instantly gives the hero sympathy because you sympathize with him losing his wife. They give you 20 minutes of wife interaction and then she's just off to be saved.
It's like World War Z, where the whole thing was I got to get back to my family. So they sat there and let us get like 20 minutes with the family, boring and uninteresting as it may be, but it's just an easy thing to do because you go, he lost his parents. Oh, that's sad. You automatically like, bam, sad kid.
Editor, turn off the sad music. I can't do this. And then it was time for Naruto to kick butt. This little boy who no one had any hope for, who sucked at school, who failed the ninja entrance exams 3 times but still managed to be the same year.
Nobody gave him a chance. Everybody went, you're a failure, and nobody said, he had one teacher that was just like, I believe in you. There was nobody else shown sitting down just like, you gotta try, Naruto. You gotta apply yourself. Nobody. So maybe that's why he sucks, cause y'all ain't teaching him.
And it's doubly stupid in the Leaf Village where they know that he has the fox demon in him, so he's gonna make them. They're gonna make him grow up hating them, and then one day the fox demon might come out and he just goes, whatever, that village,
kill them all.
I don't understand what their plan was there. Konoha sucks.
Yeah. They
sucked with the Uchiha and they sucked with Naruto.
They also suck with the Hyuga. Cause somebody from a warring village, they're like, we got a peace treaty. But then they came over and tried to steal Hinata, and Hinata's dad killed them, and they went, alright, peace treaty's over. You killed one of our people. But you tried to steal our daughter. No, peace treaty over. Give us his eyes. Like, bitch, what?
So, yeah. Konoha sucks.
Entrance exams 3 times but still managed to be the same year as Sasuke and a year younger than Lee, even though Lee also failed a bunch of times and he should have been in the same grade as Lee, overlapping a couple times, but we don't worry about that because we don't care about plot right now. We're talking about character development. Naruto is the guy we rooted for all along. He's the guy with the big aspirations and the big dreams that no one thought he would ever reach, and he...
I didn't root for him all along. Even back when I liked Naruto, I went, well, once the Zabuza fight happened, it's like, well, he's got this unbelievably hidden power within him. And I'm like, well, that's kind of boring.
I don't think I ever really cared if Naruto became Hokage or not.
And because the whole reason he wanted to was because he wanted the admiration. He wanted to not be ignored. He wanted... But... you know, it happens or it don't. Because we don't know what the proper steps are to become Hokage. He just goes, that's a goal over there, Hokage. One Piece, get to One Piece and you're the Pirate King. Fair enough. I want to be Hokage. Okay, are you elected? Is it birthright? Are you voted in? What? We don't know. So him just going, I want to be Hokage means basically nothing.
Yeah, why would they default to back to the third Hokage after the fourth died instead of finding a fifth?
Reach them! Now, a lot of people are like, alright, so that worked. Naruto was pretty famous. It made, like, Kishimoto a few $100 over its runtime. My Hero Academia!
Hey, how about this? What happened to his new series?
Yeah.
Kishi got lucky.
Yeah.
This was another right place, right time thing. We were looking for the next super hype shonen anime that comes on 5 days a week on weekdays, and Naruto was it. It
got
lucky. America hypes up the things they see. Bruh, I'm so tired of animation hyping up things that are roughly okay. So f***ing tired of it. So yeah, Naruto was basically okay. Once you start getting into more series, reading more things, watching more things, you should be like, hold on, this is roughly okay.
And another thing that helped Naruto out was it was more accessible, because something like robots or space, you go, well, that's not really. It's more grounded. You know, it's just a basic little town and a kid, as opposed to like this intergalactic space war or something like that. I can understand that, but yeah, it absolutely.
It was simple, and simple always helps when you're trying to get into something. That I think that's why Kishimoto's new series failed, because Samurai 8 was like so much exposition and world building so early, where it's just like,
no,
it's just so many words on the
he
page.
let Oda get in his ear,
and it's too complex too early. You gotta like slowly bring that stuff out. So yeah, if something is simple, it's very much more easy to get into.
My Hero Academia, Black Clover. Alright, so here's
Black Clover is so much better, y'all bums. Shut up.
Black Clover has never been bad.
I don't know what people. It's all because of that. All the Reddit posts and memes and like, oh, listen to his voice.
Yeah.
But what about the plot, characters, all that? It didn't matter except the voice. Just like shonen does not matter to y'all except the fights. Once the fights get hyped, that's when it's like, wow, this is amazing.
I was so worried watching that, because everybody was like, it sucks. I watched it like.
And I was like, no, this is, what are you talking about, bro?
This is when, like, when does it get bad? Is it gonna have like a Naruto cliff dive? But no, it just went, this is good. It's good.
Once I started liking like 2 or 3 characters, I went, hold on, where's the bad?
Out the gate, where I will always say this, where you don't just like, oh, it's ridiculous that you wouldn't have a grimoire because you're my rival, as opposed to just going, hey, you're a piece of, you're weak, whatever.
They're both fighting for the same goal, and they both believe in each other.
Yes, he's like, you would be the Wizard King if not for me, because I'm gonna be it, but you can be second place. When they were fighting the first dude, and he's just like, you don't even have a grimoire, blah blah blah, and you know, like, don't talk about him like that. Because he's number 2 right behind me. So, no.
Black Clover was always good. Because of the characters, because of the plot, because of the story. It was fun. It was a fun show with some pretty good fights. And I love 2 of the female characters so f***ing much. Which is something that doesn't happen on a lot of shonen for me. Because so many times the female characters are just regulated to, you are the female character.
You are a woman.
You are a woman. Now, you're a good woman, but you're just woman.
And guys, Deku and Asta, no powers. But once they get superpowers, they too gonna come.
Asta didn't get superpowers. He got a inked up sword. He got a sword that literally only he could use because he has no powers.
Asta and Deku both earned it.
Absolutely.
Naruto didn't start off with no powers. He always had the powers.
He always was the strongest man. Like, he had that super stupid chakra within him.
There were 6-tailed beasts that fired a beast bomb, and the 9-tailed fox swats it away casually.
He is the strongest, of the 9 tails. Like,
So it's not a comparison in that way.
Superpowers, they too can accomplish their dreams of becoming the wizard, hero, king, knight, champion of all things good in the universe, spirit bar,
Pause.
Kamehameha.
What's Deku's dream? He wants to become a hero. And he is. It's not like he wanted to be the greatest hero. He just wants to be a hero. And now he is.
Deku legit just wants to help people.
Yeah.
He has no aspirations of being like Bakugo, where it's just like, I'm gonna be greater than All Might. Deku's only concern is living up to All Might's expectations. But he just wants to help. And Asta trained every freaking day. He's just in the mountains by himself on a cliff training every freaking day.
As opposed to Naruto, where they sit him down and just go, okay, here's how to become a Hokage. First you got to learn all these political rules and stuff. He goes, what?
He becomes his dream, and he realizes his dream ain't even what he really wanted.
I'm not seeing the comparisons here other than like surface level. Other than I just heard of Naruto and I just heard of My Hero. Oh, they're just weak kids, whatever, no parents, whatever. But Deku's got a mama.
Kamehameha attack. But even though basic themes are inspired by Naruto, and that's fine because Naruto was inspired by shonen that preceded it, there is one thing that
was horrifying.
Yes, it does. Those eyes don't work for Goku.
is one thing that Naruto did that was never recreated. And even in the greatest shonens with the greatest character development, you never actually see that style of character development that Naruto had and that flair that made you fall in love with so much of the support cast.
Please stop saying that it does it differently and it's unique and you haven't seen it before, and say what it's doing.
And again, different and unique does not equal good.
Say what it does instead of just hyping us up for the moment. Because if it doesn't live up to that, I'm just going to be like, well, this, and this does that.
As if they were each a quasi-main character of the story. Hunter x Hunter is pretty much considered the paramount of shonen. I don't think that anyone considers Hunter x Hunter bad, and if you do consider Hunter x Hunter bad, well then someone with the Heineken flu cough on this man!
Hunter x Hunter is bad.
Hunter x Hunter is quite bad. It is not of quality.
No, absolutely not. And every time I start discussing it with people, they want to shut down the discussion. Or they just don't want to talk about it. Whenever I bring up Nien, they go, well, the idea is really good. Anytime I bring up contracts, they go, well, it's just Resolve and all this other anime magic bush. Except they quantify it as you can do this if you have a contract. So explain it to me.
It's a definitive thing.
Yes, it's not just like, oh, my willpower. No, it's literally... not wizards, but hunters can have contracts. And it does such and such thing. Okay, so what is it? It doesn't matter. Why are you talking about this? These are the things I get.
Why do some people just have powers? Why, like Nanaka, whatever. Mm-hmm. She's just like evil wish girl. Are you telling me that she trained for that? Or are you telling me that it was just given? Or was that a contract? And did a little kid form a contract? Did a little kid have that much need in order to facilitate that contract? These are the questions we should be asking.
And then people are like, there's so many other shonens out there. No shonen is creating an entire card game just for one little arc. And I'm like, yeah, but like 6 cards are used out of like 97 they show. So what did he really create if only 6 are worth anything?
Scat Dance did.
I also brought up Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! When it first started was not dual monsters. It was just a bunch of... And then he created a card
Plus,
game.
they also made the dice monsters as well.
And it's just like... Okay, he has a bunch of very interesting ideas. But when he starts putting pen to paper...
It's just like a whatever.
It's just like a whatever. And then everybody goes, wow, those ideas were amazing. It's the thing, it's the promise of a payoff that you don't even know is coming. This is why I like One Piece so much. And I know we bring up One Piece a lot in Revisited. A
say
fair
twice.
amount. A fair amount.
And Jinbei!
We're not getting into that. The reason I enjoy One Piece so much is that it sets things up, and I know there's a payoff coming sooner or later because it has been paid off so constantly and so consistently that I can't even something way in the past like why can weapons eat devil fruits that has yet to be paid off. I have belief that it will be because he has proven to me again and again he can pay these things off. I cannot trust in the way contracts are explained or the way that Nen works because it has not been paid off in the way that it was explained to me. It's just that easy. Hunter x Hunter is bad.
It's quite bad.
Alright, that was a bit morbid, I get it, but it was funny, so it's worth it. Even in Hunter...
Laughed.
Somebody laughed.
You know what? Probably because of it's not the Heineken, it's Corona.
Somebody laughed. Plus the cadence, plus the energy, somebody laughed.
Hunter, which mastered character development on a psychological level, and never...
Leorio. Kurapika. They were... what changed about Kurapika? He had a goal, and he's working towards his goal.
What changed about Hisoka?
Gon, the only thing that we can really say is he hardened. And Killua softened. But then not really, because he's still, when push comes to shove, he's beheading people.
It's still way softer than what he was before. Yeah. But still,
yeah. We've got two examples. Oh, and Mineral. Merowin. Okay.
Naruto's style of character development on a thematic level.
Pause. Could you go back up just a little bit?
Please? Yeah, no problem. I understand we paused and was talking.
Yeah.
Psychological level, and never actually mastered Naruto's style of character development on a thematic level. And now
the theme of Naruto from the beginning was hard work overcoming latent ability. And this is never shown.
This is never paid off.
It is never paid off in OG nor Shippuden. Naruto has latent ability thanks to his chakra, so stop with the hard work bush. And then we see Sasuke working hard and he almost loses to Naruto twice in OG Naruto.
And then at the very end, he was so outclassed. The last fight, it is at a literal stomp fest until Sasuke goes, I'm going to absorb all the chakra of all 10-tailed beasts. And then I'm going to be on even. Because there was a certain point where Naruto was on the ground and he sort of did one of those cartwheel, throw himself up. And Sasuke was falling, Chidori, Rasengan clash. Now, Sasuke's got the momentum going down, and Naruto's got the momentum going up. So you should think that, but no, they were still even so much that Naruto beat him. So it's just like Naruto is that much stronger than you because he's got that god inside of him of reincarnation or whatever. He's got the Uzumaki inlaid both amazing amount of chakra and chakra control, and he's got the best beast. So why are we rooting for this dude?
We saw Hinata training. She didn't overcome Neji. What happened there? We see Rock Lee training. Who did he overcome? Oh, nobody.
We see Guy training, and he got a couple licks off of Madara, but at the end, he was disintegrated, and Madara was like, come on, round 2. As he's disintegrating. With the help of the fourth Hokage and Gaara and Lee.
What are we doing?
Kakashi, he's the copy ninja. He was given an eye, and that's why he is amazing. He was great before, but his legacy is of that of the copy ninja because of his Sharingan, the thing that he was given. Now, he couldn't do it as efficiently as like somebody like Naruto gave it, but that's still like an outside force. And Sakura, at the end, he was like, I'm going to fight with you guys. Barely did, really. Because at the end, hey, here's Kakashi. Here, get another eye, and now you've got a Susanoo. And now you're just stomping. And Sakura's just going, wow.
development on a thematic level. And now I will give you certain examples as to exactly what I mean. They are simple examples. I'm not gonna blow your mind with any of them, but when you realize it's that same formula done for so many of the characters, and each one done differently so it doesn't feel redundant in the slightest, you'll be—
I'm not gonna blow your mind. It's not gonna be anything different. Didn't you say that nobody's talking about this? What is nobody talking about so far? Why is this like...
He said simple, not that nobody's talked about.
Okay, if it's simple, then somebody surely has thought about it.
Sometimes people can't see the forest for the trees.
Let's see.
Damn! Naruto's the king of character development. So, I'm gonna do my best to avoid talking about main characters, because if I'm like, well, Naruto and Sasuke, they had development, that's not exactly the biggest mind-blowing point on the planet, being that they were the two main characters of a 700-episode series. But let's look at the support cast for a little bit. I consider Kakashi to basically be the main character of Naruto, so he'll be the easiest to explain, so I'll do so briefly. Man, it's been a while since I've done a Naruto video. I can't wait for the Naruto fans in the comments to be like, did you just say that Kakashi's the main character of Naruto? Then the show would have been called Kakashi no Naruto. Because that's literally been in the comment sections of my previous videos, guys. I hope that you've become...
Could you please get to the point?
Why are these...
There's so much fluff in this video. Please, just get to the point.
Why are these YouTubers regressing? Because when we looked at Super iPad Wolf's first video, it's just like, wow, why doesn't he do this anymore? And then the fate was so much more mellow than this. This is just so in your face, and no, you're not talking about anything. He threw in these jokes. We hated them, but he threw them in. Now it feels like the jokes are the video and the analysis are the jokes.
And we're 6 minutes in and he's not really made a point yet. He's just going, I'm gonna make a point, here it comes. With jokes.
Levels of memers enough that you can understand when I'm memeing, when I'm serious, and when I'm memeing to be serious. Okay? Okay. Kakashi's greatest weakness at the start of the series was the fact that he felt like his entire family crumbled. Everyone fell before his eyes. The people he cared about in Obito, in Rin, and in Minato, and he felt hollow because of it. He would never accept another squad because those squads wouldn't cheat on his test to give each other food, and teamwork would not be a vibe for them. This man regretted his actions so much with his lack of teamwork that inadvertently caused Obito and Rin's demise. It was something he was suffering through his entire life. Through his life, he had many mementos of both of these things. He had the Sharingan that constantly reminded him of Obito, and
still with the subtitles.
It's fine. We need this. I gotta see his full point before I start criticizing this, because
Okay,
could flashbacks be considered character development?
Absolutely.
You change from here to here because you're at this point as a character, and then you flash back and go, "Oh, I was a different character before."
I feel like it's
you
more
can do
like
that in one episode, and that's technically a great development.
I feel like it's more so that you get to see why they became the way they became, or it gives you context to certain things about their character. Like, why did Kakashi care so much about them cheating and the teamwork, and it's just like with Eraserhead, like him seeing how heroes could be because of the My Hero Side manga that I've never read, but I know the story of it. Why would they do that? Why would he do that? Why would he bring something that from the side manga into the main plot that if you didn't read that side manga, you're not gonna understand?
And what is this?
The teleportation dude.
Oh yeah. Well, they explained it well enough.
Yeah, but what's the point?
That's one of those things where, like, you don't really need this, but here it is. That's kind of like in Kingdom Hearts 3, they go, in case you haven't played, let's say Dream Drop Distance, here's what happened.
I like that they do this in Dragon Quest 11, where it's just like, here's the story so far when you load a game, just in case you forgot what you were doing. It's like, okay, so here's what's going on. 3 pages of
evil guy, evil prince, fight him, Ornal, princess, done.
You're heading to this town for this thing.
For this reason.
Okay, game start.
his actions so much with his lack. teamwork that inadvertently caused Obito and Rin's demise. It was something he was suffering through his entire life. Through his life, he had many mementos of both of these things. He had the Sharingan that constantly reminded him of Obito, and he had the Mangekyo Sharingan, which he awakened when Rin died by his hand. These things reminded him throughout, but all in all, his greatest loss and his greatest source of suffering stemmed from the fact that he was useless when it came to his family all dying. He was useless to save Obito, Rin, and Minato. That weighed very heavily on him. In the story of Naruto, he managed to actually find a way to redeem himself. He managed to raise Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke into powerful ninja. This is
no. Tsunade, Oro, and Jiraiya did that.
Yep. That's when they became their most powerful.
Naruto was literally a mediocre ninja. Sakura went, I don't have anything special about me. Please train me, Tsunade. And Sasuke always had that innate ability. You didn't teach him any kind of Sharingan ability. You just taught him about the Chidori, which utilizes Sharingan, sure, but you didn't go, here's how to fully better use the Sharingan. You taught the basics, and Asuma could have done that.
And then that guy runs away for 2 years to become evil and come back and kill the village. That guy ran away for 2 years for training, and she just sat there training.
And she went, let me go with you to run away from the village. Twice she went, I'm willing to leave the village for you.
I'm going to say this. Sakura might be the worst female character in shonen history. She falls in love with this dude simply because he's cool, strong, and handsome.
Literally no other reason.
He says, I'm going to kill you. And she goes, please let me go with you. I love you. Naruto's chasing him and she goes, that's fine, Naruto. You don't need to chase him. I love you. And Naruto goes, "Bit, you lying.
You lying.
Stop the bush." This mother fathers a child with this psychologically abused victim, I would assume. Fathers a child, runs away, and every time he comes back, she's head over heels again.
Now, do you see the problem that I have with relationships like that, where you just go, they're in a relationship. Why are they in a relationship? We don't know
what brought them together.
What brought them together? That's my biggest problem with when I go, what's up with this relationship? I'm not going to get into the context of that because that's going to get a whole other thing. Yeah. But what's up with this relationship? Give me point A. If I can see two characters just go, no, I dig it.
You always knew Timari and Shika were going to...
Yeah, no, I don't need to see that. I dig that. They've had enough together where I go, okay, cool.
Rukia and Renji?
What? Exactly. So stuff like that, I'm just like, I don't get this. Sit them down and have them have a conversation where they're either lovey-dovey or they're just like, we've been in a relationship so long, we're just cool with each other. Something like that, as opposed to, we're now in the plot and we're talking about the plot exclusively, but we're also together holding hands. I hate that.
Powerful ninja. This is the new family that was supposed to represent the old, and this was supposed to be him coming to terms with everything and reconciling. Being that he's a far more important character than the majority of the support cast, his arc traverses the entire Naruto storyline. So he doesn't just get like 50 episodes. Alright, his character's done. Get Kakashi out of here. Introduce the next guy. Let's make Ebisu Sensei the next real.
Couldn't you say that as soon as he goes, I accept you as a team, his development kind of either ends or stalls?
You're actually correct. Because he, as Nux said, that represents his new family. It's over. He's accepted a new family after all this time.
Because they started out by going, Kakashi, you never teach anybody. What's going on? Like, I don't, nobody's worthy. Oh, these people are worthy. So see what I mean? Where I say his development was between the times of Kakashi Gaiden and now, and then the first episode. That's his whole development. Could that be called development?
Important character. Kakashi's dope because at the end of the original Naruto series, he failed. Sakura was now being trained by Tsunade.
How's that dope? Does he come back and just go, okay, now I want to teach you guys because even though you got taught by the Sannin, I still got stuff to teach you? What does that have to do with anything? At the end of One Piece, before the time skip, Luffy fails
horrifically twice.
What are we
Back to back failures.
Not Kakashi's dope because he fails. Let's hear. Let me hear his full argument here.
Sakura was now being trained by Tsunade, Naruto was being trained by Jiraiya, and Sasuke was being trained by Orochimaru. His family has once again crumbled, and
It's not crumbled. Well, Sasuke, that part crumbled, but Naruto and Sakura are still just them. They're just off training somewhere else. And why are ninja allowed to leave the village and go training for years? What is the structure of that? Because they need missions and such. Does your ninja license expire?
I can't imagine, but
I would assume if a Genin doesn't become a Chunin in an X amount of time, it should just be like, renew that bit.
I don't know, because maybe it's an exception because he's a Sanin and Tsunade's the leader, so you go ahead.
Gave him
special permission.
Yeah,
but even still, that is a question that kind of. But you know what bills does he have? He has a little cot that I assume is getting paid for by the government.
Yeah, I'm sure so he's set up.
I guess he could just like get up and just bounce. But wouldn't you be like, well, there is really no better person to keep an eye on the fox than Jiraiya. Yeah, the license thing is kind of.
Then he has failed yet. But as the Naruto Shippuden story continues, and the whole war shiz happens, and everything goes spiraling out of control, the final battle to take on Kaguya is Kakashi and Team 7. It's a really powerful, beautiful moment.
Is that development? How is that development? They're just in the same scene fighting each other. Kiba could have came in and just went Gatsuga. What would have changed? Would that been more thematic, less thematic? Because he was just there? Because he was just there? What are you talking about?
It's more of a full circle than a...
Yeah, no, it's not a development.
No.
He's just going, these events occurred.
Because this is finally Kakashi's storyline wrapping up, with his greatest flaw and weakness, his hindrance to his friends that he considered his family in the past, and now at long last, they are living vicariously through this new generation of ninja that is saving the world. That is Kakashi's storyline in a very abridged format. I made an entire video on Kakashi. He's one of the greatest characters ever. Feel free to check it out. But that's not the point here. The point is, he had a very powerful thematic flaw when this...
Why are characters not just allowed to be good characters?
No. There always has to be some underlying theme or something.
Why can't I just see a character start point, something that develops them, something that evolves them, and just go, wow, that was amazing because I got to go on this journey with them of evolution and growing, as opposed to thematically he's this and that's why him be the best amazing person.
Usopp is weak because he's cowardly because we don't need the thematically part. We can talk about these characters and their actions and their feelings and their thoughts and everything without going, yeah, but themes.
I legit never need to know why Usopp is a coward, theme wise or anything. I just accept that he's a character coward.
And that's his character trait, and I can accept it because he is in a world of pirates, monsters, and he's fairly weak, trying his best. But when you're going up against this ice monster that even your captain who's gone through all this crap can't touch, you just go, what is there for me out there? That's completely understandable. But then I don't have to go, well, thematically, if you look back to Kuro, or when his mom died, or this, or that, I don't have to do that.
And they make it feel like you have to do that for these characters or these series in order to understand why they're good or to even explain why they're good. You could wrap themes in anything and it just be like, well, I wish the plot was better and I wish the characters were better. But thematically, no, just what is the plot, character, story, all that any good? And if it is, I'm going to enjoy it. I don't need the themes or fate or resolve or any of these other flowery words like obscure. Like, I don't need that. Is it a good thing?
And why is it a good thing?
And none of that theme stuff. None of that theme stuff. How and why is it a good thing? Now, this is different from why do you like things?
Absolutely.
Because you can like things for any number of reasons.
I love Cats. Cats is not good.
Not
I
even
will
close.
never argue for the quality of Cats. I would be insane too. But I love it.
And I can't fault him for liking something.
And I can give my reasons for why I love it. I can give my reasons why it's not good.
And this is why I dislike Hunter x Hunter and Part 5 fans so much. They won't explain why they like thing. Just that thing is good. Mm-hmm. The Nin system is good. That's why I like it. How is it good? 'Cause it's good.
'Cause it's different.
'Cause it's different. 'Cause he explained that rock, paper, scissors, RPG, fire beat water thing. Okay, but how is it used?
Did they ever
it
do
doesn't
that?
matter. It doesn't matter. It's good because he explained that it's good.
It's ridiculous.
Stop with the themes. Just stop with the themes.
Series began, and he overcame it with spades.
Pause.
Let's look at another.
Don't stop with the themes, but don't make it your entire point. Mm-hmm. Don't make it themes and also.
It should be thing plus thing.
Yes.
If anything. I'm advocating for no thing. Cause dude, like 11 out of 14 revisited videos had to do with themes. Mm-hmm. I'm advocating for no themes.
I'm advocating this plus this equals this plus theme equals this.
Say Gaara. I like Gaara. I think everyone likes Gaara. Gaara started off as the most sociopathic psychopath on the face of the planet. This guy was like Jake Paul on steroids.
That's not, well, before the past. Yes, okay, understandable.
His family hated him. He was betrayed by everyone. His father...
Oh, never mind. You're going to the past already. No. He didn't start off as a psychopath, no. Man. He just wanted friends. He was trying to be nice to everybody. Mm-hmm. And then people would piss him off and his sand would do stuff. And he'd go, I didn't want that. I didn't want to do any of that. Until somebody tried to kill him. Literally kill him.
And then he went off everything.
And then he found out it was the person taking care of him. And he went, oh, okay. This is just the world. I got you.
Also, he can't sleep.
Gaara is just a guy doing his thing best until everyone is just like, patooey, patooey, patooey. So we go, okay, I got you. I'm just going to be a monster then. Jesus, look at the monster.
What an animal. It's like, well, you made him like that. You made Naruto stupid and lazy and a troublemaker. You made Gaara like this.
To kill him. His siblings were terrified of him, and his uncle was an assassin sent by his father to kill him. The most messed up family dynamics of all time.
What about the slave system of the Hyuga clan? Literally next door to this dude. What about that?
that one time my dad found my Giantioi videos, which I've never made because I've never watched Giantioi. In a nutshell, that could all be summed up in a very, very quick way. The fact that he was feeling so much pain due to the betrayal of love he felt from his father and uncle, that was a lack of love. And the fact that his village all feared him and his siblings also feared him, that was a lack of relatability.
Pause.
These were the two things that came.
Wait,
In the past, we never got a clip of Kankuro or Timari rejecting him.
Nope.
We never saw that for a single second.
they just fear him in the current thing.
Yes. So we can't speak to that.
But I also feel like there were times where they're like, we gotta protect him or something during the current thing before he did his turn. So I don't know. Or maybe it was just the dude that was leading them, like, you watch him.
I remember two scenes with Gata and the other two. The first scene where he's like, where they have to turn to the camera and go, Gata, this is your sister talking. Stop this. I hate when things have to do that. Not
Organically.
Yeah. And
Hey, bro. Oh, you're always like this, little brother.
That's a big problem in the beginning of Until Dawn. He's like, once again, little brother, you about done us again. What's my naive little sister got that? I don't talk about none of y'all like that. It's like, is this fool doing?
You've always been a piece of shit. But it's even worse than something like Until Dawn, because they literally tell you, hey, check out the bios at all times. So you can just go relations, but you ain't got to turn to the camera and go, little sis, you've done it again.
And also Guardians. That was the biggest. I was just like, that's not even halfway kind of anything.
All feared him and his siblings also feared him. That was a lack of relatability.
Let me play that again.
Feeling so much pain due to the betrayal of love he felt from his father and uncle, that was a lack of love. And his village all feared him and his siblings also feared him, that was a lack of relatability.
Okay, is he saying that we can't relate or that Gata can't relate to anybody?
I think Gata can't relate to anybody.
Okay. Just making sure.
Things that came together that made Gara who he is. Unlike someone like Neji, who I will talk about in a moment, Gara never had the overlying theme of hard work beats now.
This theme falls apart when you consider everything.
Yes.
Or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Hard work means literal zero. Because the strong people just were born strong.
Yes. What?
You see all the training Lee does. What did he ever do?
What did he accomplish?
Kimi almost killed Gata and Lee. Born that way.
What? Neji's just like, he's the Hyuga prodigy. What we...
And if he went up against almost anybody else in tournament, except the dude whose chakra is pouring out his butthole, he would have probably won. Gata probably would have been it would have been a tough one because he still needs to touch him. But then the chakra the sand is laden with chakra. So if he touches the sand, wouldn't it just disrupt the chakra of it?
By the time he touches it, he could like wrap around his fingers and like break it.
Okay, I'm sure the encapsulating part of it, but let's say he taps it. That part of the sand, that chakra
would be indented.
Yes. So even if it gets wrapped around, all he needs to do is touch certain parts or big enough parts. And it's not like he's slow. So it would take a second to wrap it around it because it took a little bit of time before he was able to catch Lee by his foot and stuff. So I don't know.
I could make an argument for Shika.
You can make an argument for Shika too. I think you can make an argument for anybody, but Naruto was the only one that it's just like so
Yeah.
much chakra it can't be stopped. Like,
had the overlying theme of hard work beats natural talent. He's naturally talented, so someone with hard work will defeat him. Being that was really never what Gaara's character arc was supposed to be, it thematically made...
whose character arc was it? Because it never happened. Hinata lost. Lee lost. Sasuke lost. Whose arc was it? The overall arc of the series is this, and there's not a single character that encapsulates it.
To its logical conclusion. Bits and pieces, moments, sure.
I would
But
say
in the end, Lee could not be a Bone Dude.
Kimi.
Could not. Gaara came in, almost beat him, almost died. So, point to something other than these little moments.